Cool. So, thank you for all the gratitude that you dropped in the chat. I'm loving to see the gratitude coming through. And you know what? At the end of the day, we just have to be grateful because your past didn't break you. Whatever you have been through in the past has not broken you. It has built you, it's made you the person that you are today. So we celebrate. We always celebrate. And let's kick off the session. So, welcome to Winning is Not for the Weak. Okay. This session, this is not where we're going to play nice. Okay. I'm going to hit some home truths. And some of y'all are going to feel a bit offended, maybe, but that's not the intention. I'm speaking the truth today. Okay. Because let's be honest, when you start winning, when you start glowing, when you start walking in your purpose, the energy around you, it really shifts, right? And not everybody around you is clapping, right? Not every door that opens is meant for you to walk through. So this session is a reminder that number one, silence is a strategy. Okay. It's a reminder that success requires boundaries and your shine, your brightness, it does not need approval. It just needs alignment. You see, you didn't come this far to second guess yourself, okay? You came to protect your peace. You came to move with purpose and own every bit of your success and every bit of your glow. So let's get into it. For those of you that are new, I call numbers. I love interaction. The more numbers and the more interaction I get from you, the more hyped up I get, the better session you get. So this is your first. Let's see if you're coachable. This is your first instruction. Drop a one in the chat if you're ready to learn how to protect your progress and move in your silence. Andrew, Suzanne, Seema, Louisa, Shayla, Shane, Vanessa, Wuraola, Amazing, Samantha, and yep, you guys are definitely coachable. Evening, Colin, I see you coming in. Darlene as well. And drop a two in the chat if you're ready to shine without shrinking and win without explaining. And I see them twos coming through. Amazing. They're fast and furious. James, Colin, JJ, Uraola, Darnice, they came through too fast for me to even read out the names this evening. So tonight we are going to look at 8 things that you must remember, okay, when your success starts. So we're going to be looking at 8 different things that you have to be mindful of when your success starts to kick in. But before I go any further, I'm seeing lots of new names in the chat today. So let me formally introduce myself. My name is Michelle Jenny, and I am here to motivate you. Okay, so confidence on, doubt off, let's go. Now, I am a business coach, an identity mentor, and a serial entrepreneur, as well as an award-winning motivational speaker. But it hasn't always been this way. There was a time when I was not winning. Okay, and I wasn't winning because number one, I was talking too much, and I was talking to people who I thought had my best interests at heart and who I thought wanted me to win. However, I got myself a coach. I got myself a mentor and I learned when I should talk. I learned who I should talk to. And I learned a whole bunch of other things I'm going to be going through tonight. And with that mentorship, my confidence and my self-esteem went through the roof and I started winning. And that's what I want for you guys as well, to be winning. So now I help you guys to discover your true self. Together, we will help to shift your mindset, build up your self esteem and your confidence so that you can go on to win. You can go on to achieve your goals and build those thriving businesses and careers that you want. Okay. So you can choose to pay attention over the next 30 minutes. That is, of course, your choice. I recommend that you do pay attention and if you can, minimize your distractions and listen with an open mind. And if you are anything like me, you're going to want to grab a pen and some paper because you are going to want to take notes tonight, okay? And with that being said, let's kick it off. The first thing we're going to talk about is shut your mouth, okay? Keep your mouth shut. Okay, because when you are doing well, not everybody around you is clapping. So silence can be a superpower because keeping certain wins, keeping certain ideas and progress to yourself, that really helps to protect your energy, right? It keeps jealousy at bay and it really allows you to focus without all that unnecessary noise going on around you. Quiet confidence is loud in the right rooms. Okay, you ever heard the term empty barrels make the most noise? Sometimes when you walk into the room, the people that are the loudest are the people that know the least. So just keep that in mind. So announcing your goals, when you start to announce your goals and your wins too early, what that does is it invites opinions in. And when those opinions come in, it also brings in doubt. Okay, you start to doubt yourself. And it also can bring in sabotage because people, they're just pretending to be happy for you. They're not really happy for you. They're looking at ways that they can cut you down. So let your results do the talking, right? Focus instead of sharing. Focus instead on execution, not validation. Okay. The right people, your mentors, your people within your community, like-minded people, they will see the fruits of your work. So there's no need for premature reveals, especially to the wrong people, especially to the people that don't have your back. So drop a one in the chat if you know you need to shut your mouth and keep your ideas to yourself sometimes, because some of y'all be talking too much. And I see those ones came in there real fast. Amazing, amazing. 111. Andrew, Vanessa, Anne, Nahama, JJ, Rosalind, Shane. Amazing. I love the ones, and they're still coming in. Seema says, I speak and reveal too much. And it happens, Seema. It does happen. I see those ones are still pouring in. Amazing. The second thing I'm going to say is every day, get up and be better. Okay, get up and be better. You see, success doesn't happen in big dramatic moments, It's built in the quiet, yeah, in consistent choices that you make every single day. Getting up and being better doesn't mean being perfect. It means being intentional. It means asking yourself, where can I grow today? Where can I stretch myself a little bit more? Whether it's in your health, whether it's your mindset, relationships, business, it's that daily discipline that separates the dreamers from the doers. Okay? It's easy to rest once you see results. It is really easy to rest once you see results. But remember this, winners don't coast, they climb. So every new level that you get to requires a new you. Okay, and that version of you, that new you, shows up on purpose. That version knows that consistency is compounding, right? So don't wait for motivation to hit you, because let me tell you this, motivation will always hit you. Motivation doesn't always come. You have to get up, show up, and level up, whether or not you feel the motivation. Sometimes you just need to feel the discipline. I want to remind you that you don't need to be the best. You just need to be better than you were yesterday. Right? You don't have to chase perfection. I want you guys to chase progress, right? And I want you to show up on days that you don't feel like it, because those are the days that you count the most. And I'm going to mention my 75 hard challenge, because listen, 75 days of that challenge of going at it, exercising twice a day for 45 minutes, there were days that I did not want to move. And those were the days that I had to get up. Those were the days that I had to move. So drop a 2 in the chat if you are going to get up and be better tomorrow. I see those 2s coming. Lola, James, Anne, Darnice, Mandy, Andrew, Uraola, JJ, Colin, Erica. Good evening, Erica. Nice to see you. Ron, Samantha, amazing. Louisa, Gulnaz. Good evening, Gulnaz. Nice to see you on the chat this evening. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So I saw all those 2s coming in. The next thing we're going to talk about is be grateful for everything that you have. Now, you guys know I am big on gratitude. We start every call with gratitude. Gratitude is your grounding. It's what keeps you from spiraling into comparison, into overwhelm, and that syndrome, that I'm not there syndrome, that we can sometimes get into. Because when you're doing well, what happens when you start to do well, when that success starts to come in, it's really easy to skip over the blessings that you've been asking for, right? And that's because when they come, you get them and you start to chase the next win. And sometimes we forget to show gratitude for that. But hear this, what you appreciate, you attract more of. So when you stop to say, wow, look at what I have, you are going to shift from pressure to power. Okay. So you need to stop focusing on what you have. You have to start giving gratitude for what you have because gratitude doesn't mean settling. And this is a mistake that I made in the past. Gratitude doesn't mean that you're settling for and you don't want more. It doesn't mean that you're gonna stop wanting more. It means that you honor. That's important. And it's meaning that you're honoring what you already have while you are preparing for better, right? So those things that you've been asking for, the roof over your head, that nice house, that business that you want to start that you've already done, the growth that you've already made, okay? Even those obstacles in life that you've overcome, those are blessings. Those are the things that you were once begging for, that you were once crying for, and you're living in them now. You have them. So don't let it go unnoticed because gratitude keeps you present and powerful. Gratitude silences the noise of comparison. It keeps your heart open and it keeps your energy aligned with abundance. And when you are grateful, listen, you show up different. You glow up different when you're grateful. It gives you peace instead of pressure because no matter how far you want to go, the real flex is knowing how far you have already come. So drop a 3 in the chat if you are grateful for everything that you have in life, everything that you've asked for that you've now been given. Nahama, Lola, Suzanne, Seema, Anne, Erica, JJ, James, Gulnaz, amazing, Wura, Ola, Joan, I see you, Darnice, Vanessa, wow, Ron, Colin, I see them coming through. You guys are amazing this evening. I'm loving it. Right, number four. Number four, sometimes what you are holding on to is the thing that you need to let go of. Because let's be real, sometimes the thing you are clinging onto the tightest is the very thing that is blocking your breakthrough. Now, that could be a relationship that you've outgrown. It could be that job that is draining your soul. It could be a limiting belief that you have had since childhood. Or maybe it's an identity that's no longer serving the person that you were becoming. Okay. You've convinced yourself that you need that. Whatever it is that you're holding on to, you've convinced yourself that you cannot live without it, that without it you'll fall apart. But listen, let me ask you this, right? What if letting go of that one thing sets you free, right? Even though holding on to it seems safe, even if it's painful, right? Sometimes you feel like you have to hold on to it, but growth, real growth, requires release because you cannot elevate while you're dragging dead weight, right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You guys drop a yes in the chat if that makes sense. You can't elevate if you're dragging dead weight. You can't receive new blessings if you're fists are clenched and holding on to the past. You see that comfort zone that you're in, right? It's cozy, it's comfortable, but it's costing you. Okay. The fear of being alone, that fear of being by yourself, that could be what is hiding your power. That outdated version of you from 10 years ago, that person has done their job. That person has got you to where you are now. So let that person rest. Okay, letting go is not giving up. Letting go is leveling up. Okay, so remember this, release the old to receive the new. Surrender, when you're giving something up, it doesn't mean weakness, it means wisdom. Okay, peace really, it often follows the most painful goodbyes. The next version of you is waiting, but the next version of you is on the other side of release. So drop a 4 in the chat if you know you've got things you need to let go of. You know you need to let go of whatever it is that's holding you back so that you can receive your new blessings. I see Suzanne, Joan, Vanessa, Nahama, Lola, Andrew, amazing, Erica, Gulnaz, Darlene, Mandy, and Joanne. Wow. I can't even keep up with the names. Absolutely amazing. I'm loving you guys tonight. That you guys are on fire. So, what's this now? Number five. Number five. If you want to buy things, because let's be fair, we want to buy stuff, right? But if you want to buy things without looking at that price tag, stop watching the clock and work your ass off. Simple. It is that simple. Because let's be real, luxury, freedom, having options, they don't just fall into your lap, right? And if you want to swipe your card without stress, if you want to book that flight without blinking, if you want to give your kids, your grandkids, your godchildren, your nieces, your nephews a yes without checking your bank account first, you've got to earn that life. You have to earn that life. You can't want those big results and have a half-hearted work ethic. Okay? Scrolling, comparing, complaining. Let me tell you something. That's not going to change your situation. But discipline, focus, grit, that is where the change comes. So if you are clock watching and you're thinking to myself, oh, when is this going to be over? I want to stop now. You're already playing the wrong game. You lost already. Give it up. No, because the top 1% aren't looking at the time. They're looking at their targets. They're up early. They're part of the 5 a.m. club. They're part of the 4 a.m. club. They're staying up late. They're up from 4 a.m. The other day we had a session with Saeed. He had been up for 25 hours and he didn't need to be up for 25 hours, but he had focus. He's part of the top 1%, right? The top 1%. They're pushing through the doubt. They're showing up whether they feel like it or not. Okay, so your dream life is not just about money. It's about being in control of your choices. That car, that house, whatever it is, that life of ease. It is possible. It's possible, but not without hustle, not without sacrifice, not without showing up like it already belongs to you. Okay, so stop waiting for that motivation and show up with discipline, people. Success rewards the consistent, but not the convenient, right? So you want freedom? You're telling me that you want freedom. You're telling me that you want success. You have to build it because luxury is not luck. Okay, it's a strategy, it's a mindset, it's a work ethic. So get up, lock in, and work your ass off like you already have the things that you want. So drop a 5 in the chat if you're willing to work your ass off to get what it is that you want. Drop a 5 in the chat. I see them 5s coming in. Vanessa, Colin, Joan, Darnice, Erica's 4.5, she's not sure. JJ, Darnice, Louisa, Mandy, amazing. Tracy, I see them coming in fast and furious. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Now, I'm going to take some of y'all to church tonight. The moment you start to achieve success, the devil is going to come knocking. Okay, so let me get one thing straight. Success doesn't come without a fight. The moment you start making real progress, the moment you start stepping into your calling, let me tell you what's going to come. Distraction, drama, doubt. They come knocking on your door like uninvited guests at your party, right? And that's not coincidence. That's strategy. You see, the enemy doesn't bother people who are not a threat, you know. The enemy doesn't care about the people that are not a threat. But the moment you start shifting your attitude, shifting your atmosphere, walking in your purpose, and building something powerful, the moment that happens, you know, you get on his radar, you get on the enemy's radar, and suddenly you're hit with old habits. Suddenly you're hit with old relationships and exes. Suddenly you got random fear coming out of nowhere. Unexpected attacks, all designed to make you sit down and shut up with fear. And Joe says 100%. Suzanne says always, always. So let's be clear. Spiritual warfare is real. And it often shows up when you are about to have your biggest breakthrough. That's why you can't just glow, you've got to guard yourself. You can't just hustle, you need to pray and meditate, okay? You can't just shine, you've got to be sharp. You understand? Because this is where faith meets focus. Okay, this is where faith meets focus, where meditation becomes part of the plan, where prayer becomes part of the plan. Because where you don't just fight for money, you fight for your peace. Okay, you're fighting for your purpose, you're fighting for your legacy. Okay, so listen, elevation attracts resistance. Don't be surprised when that resistance comes. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. Be prepared. When the devil comes knocking and the devil is coming, make sure he finds you covered and unshakable in your faith, in your belief in yourself. Okay, listen, the universe, God, Allah, whoever you want to, however you want to say it, didn't bring you this far just to leave you here. But you have to stay aligned and alert. So when things get weird, when things get chaotic, when things suddenly feel heavy, don't panic. This is not the time to panic. Okay? Just smile and just say to yourself, I must be getting close. Because why would all this be happening to me now if I wasn't getting close? Have faith, not fear. Drop a 6 in the chat. If you are going to be ready when that negativity hits you, when the devil comes knocking, you're going to be ready. And I see them 6s flying coming in. James, Tracy, Joan, Darnice, Ron, Guna, Shaykla, Samantha, JJ, Lucy, 100%, Raula, Angela, amazing, amazing, amazing. Those 6s came in there fast and furious. I am loving this session tonight. Now, you are always going to upset people when you do what's best for you. That is the long and short of it. The moment you start choosing you, somebody's going to catch feelings. And guess what? That's nothing to do with you. That's not your problem. You will upset people when you start saying no. You're going to ruffle feathers when you start standing up for your boundaries. You are going to lose approval when you stop playing small to make others feel comfortable. But here's the thing, here's the truth. You cannot grow and keep everybody happy. Okay? Some people only love the version of you that was convenient for them. Some people only love the version of you that's compliant and quiet. The moment you start prioritizing you, prioritizing your peace, your purpose, your potential, they're going to come to you. They're going to say, oh, you've changed. Joan, you've changed. Angela, you've changed. Shane, you've changed. And you know what? You have. You have because you've evolved. And evolution always exposes who was truly for you. So people might call you selfish, right? But what's really selfish is asking you to dim your light so that they could feel better sitting in the dark. Ain't gonna do you. Let them sit in the dark. Keep your light bright. Choosing yourself is not a betrayal. It's a survival. It's a healing. It is an alignment. Okay? And the people that are meant for your next chapter, they will not be threatened by your growth. They will applaud you. They will clap for you. They will push you to go further. So this is your reminder for this section. You don't need permission to protect your peace, okay? You don't owe anybody an explanation for choosing you or for choosing your joy. Upsetting the wrong people is often the first sign that you are doing the right thing. So stand tall, walk boldly. And what if they get upset? Oh, I almost cussed them. Let them. I'm going to say let them. That's not what was going to come out my mouth, but let them get upset. You didn't come this far to only come this far. You didn't come this far to keep playing small. So drop a 7 in the chat if you're ready to stop playing small. If you're ready to put yourself first, drop a 7 in the chat. Erica, Lucy, Rosalind, Louise, Anne, Nahama, amazing, amazing. Andrew, Wuraola, Shane, Ron, Colin, Darnice, Denise, amazing. I'm loving this. You guys are so interactive tonight. Look how hyper I'm getting. I love this. Joanne said, damn right. Damn right. Excellent. Now, this is the last one I'm going to talk about tonight. Life doesn't get easier. You just get stronger. And you are strong enough. You can endure anything. Here's the thing that people don't always tell you. Life isn't going to slow down. It's not going to soften up, and it's not going to suddenly become perfect. You are always going to face challenges, setbacks, unexpected storms. That's the long and short of life. But guess what? You're built for this. You were built for this. It's not about wanting or waiting for life to get easier. It's about becoming the kind of person who can handle the hard, okay, with grace, with grit, and with power. The kind of person who, when they get knocked down, they don't stay there, okay? The kind of person who cries, prays, screams if you have to, but you still show up. You still show up the next day and you handle business. Because every challenge you've faced has made you wiser. Every heartbreak that you've had has made you stronger. Every disappointment that you have faced has built your resilience. You don't have to love the pain. That's not what I'm saying. But you can love the version of you that came out from the other side of the pain. Okay? Because this is the thing. You are so much stronger than you think. And if life never gets easier, you will still rise. You're going to rise again and again and again and again, okay? Because you can endure it. Strength isn't about having no struggle. It's about refusing to be defined by your struggle, okay? You have already survived days that you thought would take you out. Just think about it. Sit down there and think about the days, some of the roughest, toughest days that you have had in your life, and you've already survived them because you're still here. You are proof that endurance isn't a weakness. You are proof that your endurance is your power. So don't ask for easy. Don't pray for easy. You need to pray for strength because there is nothing out there that is going to happen to you that cannot overcome. Okay? So drop an 8 in the chat. If you know you are strong, you can handle whatever life throws at you because you've handled it already. You've handled it already. I love your positivity and your tone. Thank you, Seema. Andrew says 8. James, Nahama, Lola, we're rising from the ashes. Amazing. I see those 8s coming through. Mandy, Tracy, Dernice, Joanne. Love this. Thank you, Joanne. Lucy, amazing. I see those 8s coming through. I see you as well, Vanessa. I'm loving this session. So I always end every single session with a quote. And this is today's quote. Success doesn't expose your strength. It reveals your cracks. Okay? So stay ready or it will shake what you didn't know was loose. So this quote is really a reality check because most people think the test is in the struggle, but the real test shows up in the success. Because when things are going right, that's when the hidden insecurities, the old habits, the fake friends, the unhealed wounds, that's when they come crawling to the surface because success magnifies everything. It magnifies your mindset, your boundaries, your circle, your character. Listen, it's something that I heard Adam say one time. If you were, let's say idiot, if you were an idiot before you had money and before you had success, you're going to be a bigger idiot after you have success and after you have money, right? Because if you're not prepared, it can crumble the foundation that you thought was solid. So don't just pray for that breakthrough. Prepare for the pressure that comes with it because success is coming to you guys. Success is going to be there, but prepare for the pressure. Build yourself up spiritually, emotionally, mentally, so that when success shows up, you don't self-sabotage and you don't shrink away from it. You sustain it like the winner that you were built for. Okay, so stay ready, stay grounded, stay unshakable because success won't just bless you. That's the thing. When success is coming, it's not just going to bless you straight out. It is going to test you first. Okay, it's going to test you first. Now, thank you, Seema. So before we end this session, I just want to invite anyone that is on the call for the first time that is not in my school group. Okay, I'd like to invite you to join it. It is an exclusive group. It is invitation only and it is free. It's the Wealth Pioneers. This is where I have all of my repeats of my sessions. And it's designed to really help you take control of your confidence, build your mindset, reclaim your identity. We talk about income streams, there's all sorts in there. So team, if you could drop the link in the chat, if you're new on today and you want to be a part, you need to be a part of that school group, click the link, get registered, 100% free, and I'll see you on the inside of that group. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Ron. Now, weekly affirmation. We've started weekly affirmations. I want to screenshot this. Read it to yourself every single day. Read it to yourself every single day. I don't need noise to be powerful. I move in purpose. I protect my peace and I shine without permission. I am built for success and I am ready for everything that success brings, including the challenges. Okay. So take a screenshot of this, take a screenshot of it, put it on your social, tag me, and I will share you on my socials as well. So make sure you do that for me. Thank you so much. And I just want to say, there's just one thing left to say. Thank you. I have really enjoyed talking to you about the way success will test you. Okay. Now, let me know your biggest takeaways in the school group. Just drop it in there and let me know what your biggest takeaways are. Make sure you are following me on Instagram. Team, if you could drop the link, there's my Instagram. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and, of course, the school group. And if you are on the recording on YouTube, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And if you would like to attend one of our sessions live, make sure you look for the school link, which is down below, and join us. We are here live every Sunday, 7 p.m. UK time. Okay? That is where we're on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. You guys in the comments, amazing, amazing. I love you guys. Now, let me just stop sharing. Let me stop the recording. Right, so where's the video?